We've watched a lot of Cat with Blue Hat videos about the 20 things you missed about this and that, and they're great. He released a new one, 20 things you missed in the Fontaine trailer, which I definitely want to see because there was a lot happening in that trailer, and I probably missed quite a lot of stuff, so I'm very excited for this one. And we'll see how it goes. We'll see how it goes. Let's have a look. What did we miss? I'll read it all out. We can see Clorinde at the bottom here. Oh, I did miss that. And the Traveler Paimon, Linny and Lynette. What the hell? Wait, what the... Number 1, I missed it? There are a couple of Subaru boats around this Fontaine port. That's a cool detail. I wouldn't have even noticed that, which likely means they all traveled here from the Baida Harbor of Sumeru, a future area. True. That's interesting. Yeah, I didn't notice the Sumeru specific boats. It is also interesting to see that the entire region of Fontaine has a much higher elevation than the others. And I think the reason is probably the rising seawaters that have been mentioned quite a few times, saying that most of Fontaine has sunk, right? So this is all that's left of Fontaine. I think Fontaine was actually way bigger on the surface to begin with, and the rising waters have gradually gone up over time. This is all that's left of it currently, and the rest is underwater, and eventually it's going to be underwater probably, which I think is fairly accurate. The height at which the boats are is the height where Liyue Harbor and Port Ormuz are located. Yes. Wait, the video is loud now. Do you see it looks like an airship in the shape of a huge fish? It's a way... No, it is a big fish. It's cute, though. It's cool. There is also a very tall tower-like structure at the back there. Oh, that's Mordor. Yeah. In this scene, we can see multiple high walls built around this Fontaine city. I like to think that these walls are partially built for protection, like I guess like a dam in a sense, but also for the aquabus travel. According to SP, what is SP? These walls were created due to the Great Flood in Fontaine's Pass. Yeah, like a dam to hold the water from the outside instead of the in. A reverse dam. I'm mad. The flood repeatedly submerged many of its buildings that people had to rebuild multiple times. Yeah. Oh, special program. Apparently, there's also ruins of the old Fontaine city that are still submerged underwater after the flood. Oh, 100%. I mean, why wouldn't there be, you know? I doubt this flood has happened, like thousands of years ago. I think it would have probably happened in semi-recent times and gradually over time. So yeah, I think, and we already know there is because of the live stream, but I reckon there's going to be a lot of really cool underwater places to explore. And one thing about the live stream that I thought was insanely cool, dude, which looks incredible, and I hope they have a lot of, is a lot of underwater exploration, but it's air pocketed, if that makes any kind of sense. So like, imagine you find a huge ruins underwater, but it's an air pocket, so you can run around and jump and walk around in it and do normal combat and puzzles, and whether it's by quote-unquote magic or powers or whatever you want to call it, you know, elements, locking the water out. I want a lot of that because I think it'll make the exploration infinitely more fun. We saw a couple of places in the trailer, but they were small. I want big ruined temple areas like that. I think it'd be sick. I think it'd be really good. Which just might be these buildings underwater. Yeah, like these. Dude, that building looks so cool. You know, at first I was like, this kind of looks like a tree. No, this kind of looks like an oceanid. I just noticed the hair flicks at the back and the collars as well. Wow, I never noticed that before. Every pillar here seems to have a blue crystal inside of it, similar to the divine nails of Celestia. Interesting. I don't think it's already been nailed, though. Surely we're going to get to witness a nail happen, right? Surely. Could it be possible that Celestia was directly involved in Fontaine's affairs in the past? I think that's likely. And at the center, there's a huge statue-like oceanid wrapping the building with its arms. That's so sick. I never realized that was an oceanid. We already know that oceanids love to be with the previous Hydro Archon, but dislike the current Archon. Listen, the current Archon's a little bit of a... How do I put this lightly? A fucking bitch. No, she's a bratty motherfucker. She's bratty as shit, dude. But I think she's fun. I think it's a cool personality to have as an Archon. All this makes it possible that these ruins are part of the old Fontaine city. Yes, definitely. Or these ruins could instead be the original home of the Oceanids of Fontaine. Ooh, that would be cool if these ruins specifically were the homes of the Oceanid, and this is like the remnants of the last Oceanid that remains or something. Dude, that'd be so sick. The special program describes this place as the underwater city that exudes an ambience of melancholy, beauty, and tears. I think that makes sense for it to be the original home of the Oceanids then, because it would be melancholic and it would be kind of sad and beautiful, right? Oceanids are stunning. I think Oceanids are one of the most beautiful designed enemies in the whole game, but it would be sad because, I mean, it was tragic, right? A lot of them left because of the pollution, right? And then I think only a few left because of the Archon. Right? Or is it the other way around? I'm forgetting. I think it was a mixture of both, but I could be wrong. But I think the majority left because of the pollution. But I don't know. Many underwater areas of Fontaine are also said to have been dry land in the past. 100%. The reason why they are submerged right now is due to the rising sea levels of Fontaine. Now, my question is, do you think, chat, that the rain that we see in the live stream that everybody is so shocked about has anything to do with the rising sea levels? I think it could be. I think it could be, because, I mean, what else is going to cause it, right? How interesting would it be if the Land of Judgment has been getting judged this entire time by Celestia, and the judgment is the rising sea levels, and the rain is from Celestia themselves? I think that'd be sick. Perhaps that is also why this massive waterfall never runs out of water. That's also very cool. I do love that. I do love that. But what is causing the... Oh, wow. Wait. Okay, wait a minute. The sea level to rise. Could it be another divine nail? Oh, I was going to say that literally is a nail, dude. This is fucking Dragon Spine. Get out of here. Get out of here. Seems like Navia here has 2 personal bodyguards with her at all times. It was also revealed that she's the president of an organization known as Spina di Rosula. What does that mean? Spine of Roses? No. Taylor Swift? It doesn't translate to Taylor Swift. What does it translate? Rosethorn? I think it might be. Interesting. That's cool. Okay. Good to know. Later we can see her wielding a claymore in this scene. Yeah, is it the white blind? I think it is. This makes her the 3rd Geo character that uses Claymore as a weapon. I know. And it's yeah, so I wonder if she's gonna switch up the Geo meta, or we could also see Clorinde wielding a sword in this scene, making her the first tall female Electro character with the sword. Yes. I also kind of love how Raiden-esque this looks, especially with my original theory that the reason Tartag didn't have his vision is because he got his long-awaited duel with Clorinde, and her victory means that she confiscated his vision. But that's more of a meme theory, chat. It's way more of a meme theory that I have, but I think it'd be funny. She's trying to be like Raiden for real, dude. For real, for real. But it is very Raiden-esque. Her eyes as well, yeah. She looks sick, dude. She looks great. We could also see... Oh, yeah. So the scene where she uses a gun might be a part of a skill or burst. I've seen people speak about this a little bit. Some people are saying that they think the gun might be a part of like the normal attack string, which it definitely could be. Some people say it could be the skill like Mika's. I think it's just the burst, dude. I think this is probably going to be very similar to her burst animation. Like, I can't imagine having a sword and just, you know, the skill being like, oh yeah, pew pew. I think it's probably all animation. Either way, it's cool though. I like it a lot. The special program also revealed that Navia and Clorinde have quite a complicated relationship. I'm excited to see how that unfolds, because it does make me curious. It could be that Navia's organization is a private security firm based on this scene. The 2 men with her seem skilled enough to wield swords to defend against incoming Gardamex. Yeah, listen, dude, it might be dull blades, but they drippy as shit, dude. I kind of love the general NPC aesthetic for Fontaine. There looks to be a huge variety, dude. A huge variety of different looking NPCs, whereas in Sumeru, I don't think there was that much variety, honestly. I mean, there's robot designs, there's new animal designs, there's fucking new costumes for normal NPCs. It's just kind of wild. Is Ether sad or hurt? I think he's hurt. I think someone punched him in his nose. All 3 are defended the Traveler, who seems to be suffering from something at the back. Maybe more visions and headaches? I don't know. Their swords may be dull, but their suits are sharp as fuck. Clorinde also seems to be fighting the Gardamex in this scene, possibly hinting that she's helping Navia. Oh, I don't think so. I don't know. I think they have like a little rivalry going on. I imagine them having a rivalry. Clorinde is also known to be a champion duelist that even Tartaglia wants to fight with. Yep, cock. Champion duelist is a famous profession in Fontaine, but such people are rarely seen and tend to be mysterious. She doesn't seem like she's that mysterious, and she looks like she wants to be seen. Am I wrong? She's kind of like, look at me. I am the captain now. And I'm here for it, dude. I'm here for it. This has to be the famous Steambird newspaper's headquarters based on the bird logo at the top. Didn't I say that? I'm pretty sure I said that, and chat said copium. And this logo looks like a bird in the form of the Steambird logo. It's a pelican! Or am I blind? This must be part of Ousia and Pneuma effect that was mentioned in the special program. Yeah, this stuff is going to be very interesting, dude. Very interesting. Linny seems to have the arc of Pneuma. Yeah, and Lynette has the Ousia. Do you... Right, chat, listen. Genuine question here. Do y'all think this is the game's way of implementing light and dark? I think it could be. I definitely think it could be. Because they're not going to call it light and dark, I feel like. Otherwise, it'd be like, you know, fire, fucking ice. It's not. It's pyro, cryo. Pneuma means spirit / soul in Greek. Yeah, it kind of gave me yin and yang vibes, you know? Like the light and dark in that sense. So maybe like abyssal and like maybe abyssal power is part of Ousia and I don't know, celestial power or light power is part of Pneuma or something, you know? Or the opposite way around or whatever. I don't see it only being Fontaine characters. I can use this in the future for sure. Imaginary and quantum. Yeah, basically just like 2 new types, you know? They did say it's just for Fontaine characters and areas though. For now, yes, I'm talking in future for new characters and stuff as well. I think it'd be kind of weird to only limit that to Fontaine characters and areas for like the rest of the game. Do you think Dane is Ousia? I think he could be. For sure. The SP also mentions that... Oh, yeah. Which makes me believe that the Hydro Traveler's arc will be Pneuma. I think it will eventually be both. I think by the end of the Archon quest, it will likely be both. I don't see them limiting the Traveler to 1 for some reason. That pause. Why is she halfway into the ground? Oh, never mind. While the free Lynette will serve as a free Ousia character to be used alongside Traveler for Fontaine's puzzles. I think it could be both. We also probably already know what Pneuma and Ousia actually are. I'm interested to see what this means, but I think we can guess what other characters are going to have which ones as well, chat, because I think that's the difference in the vision casings. You remember how we noticed before? Some of the wings go up and down, some of them, this is different, and the vision casings are different. I think this vision is one, and the other vision is a different one. That's why there's 2 different ones. Assuming that Rene's investigation from 500 years ago was used by Elaine Guillotine, Pneuma is energy from celestial origin, an example being goddess of flowers Khaenri'ahn. Okay, wait, maybe I'm right, dude. Light and dark, in this sense, yin and yang, celestial and abyssal. Right? Hold on. Well, Ousia is the energy related to the abyss. Boom! Ooh! Fucking pat myself on the back for that shit, dude. Pre-watched? Absolutely not. I mean, that's what I thought as soon as I saw it, to be fair. Basically, the current energy system of Fontaine is based on improvised Khaenri'ahn technology of past. Bro, most technology in this game is based on Khaenri'ahn knowledge from the past. It's insane. Past Fossilor's heterochromia eyes represent her ability to affect both Pneuma and Ousia energies. I tweeted this out before this video came out, chat. Listen, I am fucking 5head. I am fucking 5head. I check my Twitter. I tweeted it out before this video came out. Spoiler alert, I am cat with blue hat. Yeah, big brain theories. This place gives the impression that it belongs to someone from Hexen Circle. Hold the fuck up. Oh, I could 100% see it. It looks like a fucking Hansel and Gretel house, dude. Looks very comfy. Very cottage-like. I actually kind of love this. Yeah, that'd be cool. This place gives impressions that it belongs to some... Oh, is this the same place? Wait, this would make a lot of sense as well because of the thing. The paint thing. If they use Chemia. Like Albedo. Maybe it's Gold's house, imagine. This is the Marussia village where many Melusine live. These machines are called Clockwork Meka and are powered with Pneuma Ousia annihilation reactions. Oh, Jesus. Wait. So, if Pneuma and Ousia can react with each other, then it is a high likelihood that we will get characters with those powers in the future. Maybe Dane is one of them. The Abyssal Power one. They draw Pneuma and Ousia from Fontaine's environment to power themselves. That's cool. God, that's so cool. Didn't it also say in the trailer that I think it said Ousia specifically has a voice and that we're trying to work out what it was? Or was it Pneuma? Or it was something to do with these things. It has a voice and that we're trying to figure out what it was. Maybe that's the voice we met underwater. Maybe the thing that's underwater is what is giving all of the energy for that one specific type, right? Wasn't it the scales in the courtroom? Well, it used a word. Oratrice. That was the one. Yeah, actually, never mind. It was oratrice because I thought it said tree at first and I was like, oh, fuck, here we go again. Another fucking tree. Which also means they cannot correctly function outside of Fontaine if such energy is not present. Yes. But I wonder if you could pocket the energy somehow. Like if you could make it into a vision. I think it'd be possible. I think it would be. These two mecha are created by Fontaine Research Institute and are named Capellia and Capellius. I would copulate. Wait, did I get the word right? I think I did. This fucking boss is sick, dude. And this... This boss chat already might be my favorite designed boss in the entire goddamn game. I think the design of this boss is fucking beautiful. I think it's fantastic. While their combat abilities were created by a mechanic called Neuvillette to collect combat data. Huh. In this scene, we can see the Traveler and Paimon in the front row. Yes. Bro, it's kind of crazy how much from the back here we look like Dane. Because at first I was like, wait, is that Dane? And I was like, oh no, it's Traveler. Like from the back here with the shadows at the bottom, we kind of look like Dane, dude. Yeah, Neuvillette's there as well. Yeah, Neuvillette is there right beside us. And Lynette sitting on the water container. Tartaglia also seems to be missing his hydro vision in this scene. Yes. Indeed. One reason for this could be that since he's in a courtroom, they might not allow visions inside. Yep. It's the most common thing right now. Similar how weapons aren't allowed inside a courtroom, visions could be considered as weapons here. Yeah. However, soon after, he uses his electro delusion to fight.
So this is how justice is done in Fontaine. What a joke.
Yes, it is. Hearing this from somebody who's a wanted criminal in at least 2 nations makes it sound foolish. Kinda does a little bit.
You've got your rules.
And I've got mine!
I've got mine too!
And here's another nation added to the list where Tartaglia is a criminal. Chal could be involved in the quest due to Arlecchino's orders or perhaps Piero's plans. Regardless, what Tartaglia here might be referring to is Fontaine's tendency to treat a trial as a performance. Yeah. I also think he was wronged. I think he did something and they fucked around with him for it. Again, maybe he got his duel with Clorinde and she confiscated his vision and he wasn't a fan of that. That was my for fun guess, but I do think just confiscating it because it's a fucking courtroom is way more plausible. Fontaine's main city does not use Pneuma Ousia energy that powers Meka, but instead a third type of energy, which comes from this scale called oratrice messanique d'analysis cardinal, which harvests people's belief in justice. The oratrice mechanical analysis of cardinal sins, maybe? Doesn't the design of this thing, chat? For some reason, I don't know why, and this could just be me using too much of my brain and coming up with nothing. Doesn't the design of this thing give you vibes of Deshret? Reminds you of the Desert World Quest? Yeah, it reminds me of Deshret era technology, which is very interesting. When judgment is delivered, it converts that belief into indemnitium, which is used as an energy in Fontaine's city. It reminds you of Dvalin's tears. What if, like, it measures sins and one of them turns red as in corruption to weigh it down, but we can purify it? That'd be interesting. That is cool. We finally got a clear look at Neuvillette's eyes in this scene. Yeah, sadly not quite Khaenri'ahn. Yeah, more vertical pupils for sure. This opens the possibility for him to be one of the Vishat people that Enjo previously mentioned. Wait. And when it comes to Vishaps, there is no better place than Enkanomiya. I did say he reminded me of Oceanid or Vishap. I think there's 4 possibilities. Either an Oceanid, and I think that's my most likely thought because we got a lot of info about Oceanids in the previous, what do you call it as well? Event for 3.8. Number 2 would be Vishap. Number 3 would be in relation to the Hydro Sovereign, which I think is unlikely, but would be cool as shit. And number 4 is absolutely nothing, and it's just design choice, which I think is even more unlikely. I don't think he would have that many references to Oceanids and all these crazy fucking things and the eyes and stuff without actually being in relation to at least one of those. Thinking about the Hydro Dragon is supposedly being reborn as human. Yeah, and a lot of people assumed it was Coco. I think it is a possibility that it could be Neuvillette, but I think it's a very fucking low chance. He definitely screams more Oceanid or Vishap to me than Dragon Sovereign. But Dragon Sovereign would be by far the coolest, for sure. Seeing how that would play out would be kind of interesting. We'll see. I guess we'll find out hopefully in a few weeks. And Enkanomiya just so happens to have a prophecy that if it turns out to be true for Neuvillette... Oh, is this going to be about the Hydro Sovereign? Will perfectly explain why he treats the Hydro Archon the way he does. Oh, holy fuck. Wait the fuck a minute. I just got fucking shivers. Additionally, no vision can be seen on his back or front, which hints to innate powers. How the fuck did I not notice that? Wait, he has no vision, at least that we can see right now. I'm going to say 2 things. Number 1, the Oceanid / Vishap / Dragon Sovereign is looking much more possible than nothing at all. Number 2, if they don't make him fucking playable because he doesn't have a vision, I might take a fucking 6-month break from this game. That's not cap. So it just might be the one or related to it. Is that a big-ass cane? Oh no, I think he's a sword user. My hopes and dreams of him being a Hydro Claymore are dying. But hey, maybe the statue with the 7 showing the fucking Hydro Archon carrying that massive-ass fucking sword means that she's gonna be the thingy. Or Catalyst. I think it's too long to be Catalyst. Usually Catalysts are pretty compact, right? But I don't know. Well, but he is blue.
Water is gradually swallowing our memories. It won't be long before it swallows us.
Perhaps the oratrice is creating energy from people's memories.
We've been trying to find out how the oratrice operates. We want to know why it has a consciousness. Why can it deliver sentences accurately?
Yeah. Seems that neither Fossilors nor Judge Neuvillette deliver sentences, but instead the oratrice does. And it even seems to have a consciousness of its own. All this aligns with Fossilors' quote on Hydro Gemstone. Wait, does it? Only laws in the tribunal can judge someone. They can judge even me, so praise my magnificence and purity. But again, I feel like she can manipulate it if she can use both Ousia and Pneuma. By this, she might mean the oratrice can judge even the Hydro Archon herself. Yeah, for sure. Ultimately, it means that the more excited and entertained the people of Fontaine are, the more energy oratrice will generate during judgments. Alright, well now's a perfect time to release the naked Zhongli skin. That'll get everyone hyped, dude.
I'm not sure exactly when it began, but a prophecy has been circulating around Fontaine. The people will all be dissolved into the waters, and only the Hydro Archon will remain, weeping on her throne.
Which is, again, I think she can probably use both Pneuma and Ousia. We also saw Lynette dissolving in water earlier. Could it be related? The Overture teaser also had similar lines.
The original sin is the fairest. Everyone sinks. Make the most of the final feast. Because for the sinners, the curtain call has come.
Also in the trailer...
These fossils are all that's left of these beautiful creatures. I wonder how long before the rest of the world becomes...
Come.
I didn't mean to unpause it on come.
These fossils are all...
Oh. Either this voice line doesn't match up with what's being shown on screen at all, or maybe the Oceanids that did stay got turned into that water structure that we saw hugging around the building, and they are just dead. but it's like pure hydro energy or something now. Can you imagine? Yeah, they became part of the water, part of the ocean.
They're all that's left of these beautiful...
Because I do think we'll get a lot of Oceanid lore here. Otherwise, the 3.8 event doesn't make too much sense, you know? But we do see the Oceanid here, and it doesn't look alive, right? It doesn't look alive. It looks like it's fossilized. Or, okay, better phrasing would be it looks like it's been crystallized, right? Looks like it's crystallized and now a part of the foundation, so fossilized.
Creatures. I wonder how long before the rest of the world becomes part of this underwater museum, too.
Yeah. The creatures here could be referring to the Oceanids. I think it is. Seems like the problems in Fontaine could possibly end up submerging the entirety of Teyvat underwater. Yes.
Rain. It's raining.
It is weird to hear this from someone from the Hydro Nation. Does it not rain in Fontaine? But then again, rain could increase their sea levels. Yes. Could it be that Fontaine is artificially stopping rain to slow down its rising sea level? I like my theory of Fontaine gets judged by Celestia, or even the fucking oratrice thing. If its consciousness is from someone from Celestia, and then the rain is the judgment, you know, the payment for the negative judgment. This scene also shows a clockwork mechanism coming to a stop, and soon after, rain begins to fall. From previous events, we know that Fontaine is facing an energy crisis. The Pneuma and Ousia powered things appear unaffected so far in the trailer. Then perhaps this energy problem is with the third energy, Indemnitium, which is generated by the oratrice. What is indemnity? Because I know it's a word, and I'm trying to think what this could relate to for the third energy source. Oh, it means getting justice? Maybe there's not enough justice to get judged. Maybe they got a quota, you know? Security against or exemption from legal liability. Yeah, exemption, right? Indemnity, like you're indemned. Yeah, I thought it was more exemption. So the energy is stopping raining, and when there is no energy, rain is falling. It seems that way, but that's one explanation that it could be, right? I think maybe the Archon is using indemnity or the energy of indemnitium to prevent themselves from being judged, because I think they would have been judged by now with the way they act, right? At least a little bit. I mean, fuck, Neuvillette's judging her. So maybe she's corrupted and using the power to sway the scales into her favor to get the outcome she desires, but in turn putting the nation at risk. I don't know. Don't know. Things inside the city are powered by indemnitium, which could explain why this mechanism stopped working. Yes. But if that's the case, then the only thing they can do is generate more of it. And to do that, they need more criminals to be judged in trials. Eventually, there will come a time where no more criminals are left. Damn, that's sad. So what's likely going to happen is they're going to lock up every single criminal. It's just going to end up being fucking the Archon left with her people. And maybe because she can control both Pneuma and Ousia, she's the only one that survives the coming flood, because there's nothing she can then do to stop it. Perhaps this initial scene depicts a world submerged where no one prepares to be judged, yeah. And she's alone, that's why she was crying, or weeping, it said. Thanks for watching, please like the video if you enjoyed it. I did enjoy it, actually. I enjoyed it a hell of a lot. That was a absolute banger of a video. Chat, you should definitely go watch it, give it a like. Here's a link. That was a phenomenal video. I've already liked it as well. I liked it before I watched it because I knew it was going to be that good.